Okay, we've been on our WA road trip for about a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks, and I can finally give a proper review of the Maui Cascade. It is fantastic. I wasn't sure about it at first. We had the smaller Maui last time, and it was really, really good. We loved it. Everything was fantastic. Found it easy to drive around. Didn't have a problem getting in and out of car parks. This one's slightly wider, and I was worried it would cause us a lot of trouble. It's also taller, and that's really why Mike first of all was interested in trying it out, because obviously he's quite tall and used to have to stoop a little bit. In this, he doesn't have to do that pretty much at all ever. There are a couple of low hatches, but it's not too bad at all. Much better. So there are some features and upgrades to this van that I think are phenomenal. And it's the reason that I love it so much, makes my life so much easier. The first one being there's so much space. There's just the two of us, and it is technically a four-berther. We don't really use it as such, which I'll show you a bit later on, but just the added benefits that you get with this van over the last one. Let me show you. First one is there is a screen door. Now, it might seem like a little thing, but when you have the other Maui car, the Sprinter, you have a big sliding door, and you're always open to the elements. So if there's mosquitoes, if there's flies, you're always getting them in your car, or you got to keep the van door shut. This way, screen door protects you, keeps everything out, but you're still getting that nice breeze and bit of the view. We've got hatches above the door. We've got little holders on this bench here. TV we don't really use. Above the driver's area there are these hatches, which Mike keeps all his fishing gear in his. Quite easy to pull up and down, and I keep his fishing rod up here. That's just what he uses to take it on the plane, but two-piece fishing rod fits perfectly up here, and up in mine I keep beach towels, toiletries, whatnot. We've got both the passenger area, not much over there. The driver's area is really good. We've got the navigation system here, which plays Bluetooth from your phone. It so you can Spotify the whole way, does the radio, navigating, whatever you want. In the driver's side, there's some fantastic functions in the car. So Mike can see when he's charging the house battery. He can see obviously his speed, his range of fuel, lots and lots of useful things that you definitely want to know. In the back area, we've got a couple of extra seats we don't need, the ladder for the bed. This is really important though. We've got the information on how much water we need. You can test it and see what you've got for water, fresh water, and for wastewater that you need to get rid of. You can see how many volts left in your battery, so where your charging is at. All your lights, your on off for your hot water heater, your toilet flushing, the range hood, all of that sort of thing. Smoke alarm. You got your air hatch that you want for fresh air to be coming in. A couple more hatches here. The range hood, 4-burner gas stove, gas barbecue, which is a huge upgrade on the other Maui. You cannot use an electric toaster or kettle when you're not plugged into power. We're rarely plugged into power, so being able to have gas grill to make toast is amazing. You've got your drawers with your cutlery, saucepans, and all your plates and cups and what you need. A bin, which is for me fantastic, because no longer do you need to just have bags laying around the van and messing up the thing. You've got a spot for all your rubbish. It's the small things, but they're important. Got your sink, tap lifts up, all folds away compactly. Got windows with screens that open and close everywhere around the van, and these blinds are fantastic because they're light proof. When you drop all the blinds in the van, you can't see any light in or out. It's fantastic. Microwave when you are plugged into power. Beautiful living space. Our fridge is down here, same as the last one. Shower and toilet is the same as the last one. Unfortunately, always quite compact, but you make do with it. But the upgrade here is that there is an air vent in the bathroom, which I love, and also a light. These are the things that you don't think are important until you get them and you realize, I never want to go back. The living space is my favorite thing. It has so much room. The windows are huge. You can open both the side windows and let the fresh air flow through. You've got this massive one out the back. So right now we're parked up at Bustleton. I can see the jetty where Mike's fishing from here. It's just beautiful, and it makes the space feel so big. Even when the both of us are sitting in here, it doesn't feel cramped, and I'm sure 4 people could fit in here quite comfortably. And the best thing is that you can leave this set up the whole time. So for us, in our last van, we always left the bed set up. You would make the bed up in this area here. You never have a sitting area, you never have a table. It was just too much fuss to pack it up. And on the rainy days when you had to stay inside, you really were lounging on the bed all day. It was annoying. But here, the best feature is turn this key, press this button, and down drops your bed. All automatic, don't have to do anything other than push a button. You can leave your bed made up the whole time. You don't have to do anything ever, just push the button up and down. You don't have to make it, fold it up, whatever. You can see that there is actually quite a lot of room above the bed as well when it is fully dropped down, so it's not claustrophobic. You don't feel cramped up against that roof. There is tons of room. In fact, I think I can even sit up properly and not have any problems hitting my head. The windows, pretty much half of them are above the bed once it's dropped down. So essentially, if you're out in a remote area, I think we were in Exmouth and we were in a national park, we left the blinds up, there was no one else around, we had the stars at night, it was like you were camping, and it was amazing. So put this one back up, just push the button, easy peasy, and we're done. Bed made. So the last feature, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it out here, is an awning. It comes with a van. It's not an added extra. You don't have to pay extra for it. It's attached to the van. It has a little pole that you pull it out with. It's got an awning light, so if you're out having dinner, you don't have to eat in the dark. It is so good. When you are parked somewhere there's no trees, it's really hot, you need shade, you just pop it out, good to go. So we've loved having that feature as well. There is so much about this van to love. It doesn't feel too big when you're driving. It feels just as good as the other one, but it has so many benefits. And if you're considering going between the two, or you know, it's a little bit more expensive, but it is definitely worth it. I won't want to go back to the small one. We're planning to do Tasmania sometime in the future, hopefully not too far off, and I'm hoping we get this one again. We'll have to work on Mike. He's pretty sold on it. He loves it, doesn't hit his head, has the space, the bed, the awning. We don't want to go back. So I definitely absolutely recommend it. Don't even think about it. In fact, if you are tossing up between 2 of them and it's just the 2 of you and you're thinking, oh, do we really need the space? Yes, you absolutely need the space. Definitely get it.